Hey everybody, Michael here from Replica Airguns, and today I've got my Black Ops M4 Viper MK5. This is the field test shooting video. This is an airsoft rifle, an AEG. I have done my tabletop video for it, so check that out, where I go into more specifications and details. And this is a fairly inexpensive gun, mostly a plastic gun, but it does have decent internals, some metal parts and stuff like that. It does come with the battery and charger. It's all ready to go, even a small little baggie of Airsoft BBs. Now this was, I believe, claimed to have around 420 FPS, but that would be using 0.12 gram Airsoft BBs. Today I'm going to be using 0.20 gram Airsoft BBs because that's what I test everything with, and that's what you kind of need to know here in Canada. For import, we need to get around 360 plus. For legal import in all black, we don't even need the red tip, so you can switch that orangey red tip out if you want. Today we're going to do the chronograph, so we'll get that started right now. And we're going to test it out and see what the FPS is using, again, the 0.20 gram BBs. And then we're going to shoot 30 feet down range on a paper target and see what kind of accuracy we get in semi and full auto. And last but not least, we do sell this gun in our Canada store, again, for just a hair over $200 Canadian. Comes ready to go, everything you need. We also do have it in our US store, I believe, as well. So I'll put links in the description to buy. And so let's get right to the velocity test here. I have a bunch of BBs, Airsoft BBs in there, so we should be good to go. 370, that's perfect. 373. 373. 373. Something's not going right here. I'm not buying the 373. There, 374. 370, maybe it is. That's extremely consistent. And then I believe it because we're getting 373 and 374. This is insane. A little higher. 374. I mean, that is really consistent. So, I mean, consistency is always good. Why is it so consistent for a $200 airsoft gun? I don't know, but it is. So let's see if we can get, I'll have that averaged out for you, but I guess it's going to be 373, 374. I don't know. I'm going to average it out on every shot as if it was a duplicate or whatever, because it seemed to be right in that zone, and we'll average it out. So I'm going to say 373 to 374. All right, let's set up a paper target, 30 feet down range, and let's see what we can get in terms of semi-auto accuracy, and then I'll just do like a big mag dump. Let's get as many rounds through this as possible till it's empty or till I need to respring it and see what kind of accuracy we can get. All right, let's do that. I've got my paper target all set up, and I'm going to be using the low profile sights, the fiber optic low profiles, those guys instead of the pop-up sights, because the aperture is, if you can see it here, is a little bit big. And for accuracy reasons, we're going to go with the pop-up sights here, or sorry, the low-profile sights. Now, those ones are not adjustable, so hopefully we're pretty close to the bullseye here. You could adjust elevation slightly with, if you wanted to, with hop-up slightly, but we're just going to set this right on the bullseye and go from there. Again, we are in semi-auto. Let's see what we get here. Okay, put that on safe. Let's take a quick look. That's a decent grouping. Oh my gosh. So that's like about 1.5 inches. Mostly everything was within 1 inch. A little bit low and a little bit to the right. But again, I mean, if I were to own this gun, I'd probably invest in a little red dot or something like that. You know, you could use these sights. You can adjust for elevation, or sorry, for windage. On the back here, you know, if you're doing some airsoft games, it's probably going to be good enough. That's pretty good. I mean, that's pretty insane. This gun is really starting to impress me. The FPS, you know, 373, 374, almost completely consistent. More consistent than a lot of higher end guns for sure. Pretty much than any gun I've tested. And the accuracy is looking pretty good here at about 1 inch grouping, just slightly over. All right, so let's go full auto. Give it a quick wind here. Make sure we got lots of spring tension. Hopefully we can get a lot of rounds out of this mag before the spring tension gives her up. Again, this is just a stock gun, stock plastic mag, stock everything. And by the way, it's the 8.4 volt battery that it came with. Nothing fancy, so full auto isn't going to be crazy, but it should be good enough. Oh my gosh. Okay, now we're giving up the spring tension there. You can hear it starts to sort of chug a bit there once the spring, it's not actually loading BBs. I don't know what to tell you guys. Like, that opened up to 2 inches, and I don't even know how many rounds. I obviously couldn't count it. Now, the rate of fire is a little bit slower just because we're using an 8.4 volt battery, but if you put an 11 volt battery in there, it's going to just have a much higher cycle rate. So you're going to have a higher rate of fire, rounds per minute. But, you know, does it matter? I don't know. This is pretty good. You're not going to be going through BBs as much, so this might be better in some situations where you want to get a lot of shots down range without eating up your entire magazine. I'm really impressed with this gun. For the price, yeah, it's not flashy. There's not a lot of metal in it, but it's lightweight. It weighs about 5 pounds, just under. So you're not lugging around a lot of weight with you all day long. You got the fiber optic sights there, low profile, that I was using for this test. You got the pop-up sights if you need them, if you want to do more quick shooting with that larger aperture and you want to be able to get into things without having to line things up as much. I mean, you got adjustable hop-up, you got a mid-cap magazine on it. You know, everything's adjustable stock, comes with the battery, comes with everything, the charger. You really can't go wrong. I mean, when a gun this inexpensive performs this well, why not, right? You don't have to break the bank at all, and I'm really impressed with this gun. Everything about it for the price is impressive. All right, don't forget, again, to check out the tabletop video if you want to see close-up video, and also check out our Canada Replica Airgun store over replicairguns.ca, and US for replicairguns.us there for the US store, where we sell air guns, BB guns, airsoft guns, pellet guns, blank guns, and other accessories. And again, I'll put the link to buy this product in our Canada store. And as long as I have it in the US store, I'll put a link there too as well to buy it there. All right, thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Until next time, take care.